My name is Adrian Pagdin from AJP Consulting. Welcome to our e-learning series on project management. Each module is designed as a refresher for one of the key topics, tools or techniques on project management, starting with completing a terms of reference through to completing project closure and lessons learned. Module number 10, Reporting. The objective of this 5-minute capsule is to give you confidence, competence and some tools to deliver project progress reports in an effective way. We will focus on targeting reporting information to the right person at the right time in the right way through stakeholder segmentation and the use of a RAG reports format. So let's start with a refresher on the purpose of reporting. Chris is a project director responsible for the delivery of 250 million euros of projects across Europe. He has 200 project managers working in this space, each reporting into a program manager. Every Friday, these program managers will print out progress reports for their programs and their projects. The reports would be delivered in a traffic light format. If the projects were on track and reporting well, the project would be printed on green paper. If there were issues, but plans were in hand for remedying the issues, then the project would be reporting amber and would be printed on yellow paper. The amber report would also detail what the issues were and what actions were being placed to remedy them. If the project was in jeopardy, however, so could no longer deliver in scope, the project would be on red status and it would be reported red along with impact, issues and actions recommendations. Some people may think that the colour paper was a strange choice, but the point is that the reporting approach allowed everyone to focus on providing the right level of information. There are different types of reporting. However, the purpose of reporting is to gain and maintain a guiding coalition of stakeholders who are prepared to support and sponsor the project. This means it's likely that we'll have different reports for different stakeholders. So let's revisit the power interest matrix from stakeholder management. In an earlier module, we looked at the power interest matrix as a way of segmenting stakeholders. Stakeholders with high power and interest, so top right on our model, demand our attention and our reporting should be targeted. We also identified that throughout a project, the power and interests of stakeholder groups change. So for example, the user community. They have little interest or power at the initial stages of a project, but they have very high interest and high power when it's handed over to them. Given the stakeholder plan, we can identify which stakeholders we need to engage with at what time. The next question is, how do we know what reporting criteria they have? If you answered by asking them, you would have been correct. The table below tells us what information our stakeholders would like, when they would like it, and the format that they'd like that information in. If we can follow this table, then we're managing expectations, giving our stakeholders the right information to be able to support us, take action, and be on board. One of the ways in which we can communicate effectively with all of our stakeholders is through RAG reports. The RED acronym stands for red, amber, green, and is also referred to as the traffic light report. Green, situation normal, no exceptions. Amber means that the project is suffering from stress, but actions are in place to maintain scope. Red status means the project is now outside of scope and will technically fail. Let's look at some best practice by way of summary. We looked at reporting as a feature of gaining and maintaining a guiding coalition of stakeholders. We then looked at segmenting stakeholders and understanding their wants and needs with the stakeholder plan and the communication matrix. And we finally looked at a RAG report as an approach to providing the right level of information to those stakeholders in the right way. So 3 points. Don't assume that you know what people want to know. Ask them. That's number 1. Number 2, agree up front and throughout information and reporting wants and needs. And number 3, finally, provide accurate, succinct and current information. We hope you've enjoyed this module and found it useful. Please browse our other online resources, and if you'd like to know more about open or in-house workshops, please contact us.